Der Weltraum. Unendliche Weiten. Wir befinden uns in einer fernen Zukunft. Dies sind die Abenteuer des neuen Raumschiffs Dawn, das viele Lichtjahre von zu Hause entfernt ist, um fremde Welten zu entdecken, unbekannte Lebensformen und neue Zivilisationen. Die Dawn dringt dabei in Galaxien vor, die noch nie ein Jem'Hadar zuvor gesehen hat.
The Founders have asked the Alliance to send an expeditionary force into the outer reaches of our territory. The Hurk aren't as numerous there. We should be able to gather intelligence on them while we render aid to the Dominion forces in that sector. Founder Odo will be accompanying us on his flagship, along with Captain Kira aboard the Starfleet vessel Defiant. Counselor Garrick will be commanding a small Cardassian fleet as well. We will meet them in the Dosi system. Our latest intelligence has discovered a Hurk presence there. Join us there as soon as possible.
Und damit startet die nächste Quest, die Suche. Reisen Sie zum Dosi-System im Gamma-Quadranten. Wir kriegen natürlich wieder Erfahrung und noch irgendwas anderes. Wir akzeptieren natürlich.
Remember, victory is life.
Ja, so sehe ich das auch. Beenden. Okay, ja, wir sind bei Deep Space, alles klar. So. Ja, was wir so gekriegt haben, das nehme ich mal so raus und ja, ich bin mal kurz im Menü verschwunden und geht direkt weiter. Und da bin ich auch schon fertig und wie es vielleicht dezent auffällt, habe ich das Schiff gewechselt. Da ich jetzt die Möglichkeit hatte, alles, was ich mir so allgemein über einen Account schon frei gespielt und im Besitz hatte, zu ergattern, habe ich natürlich das Schiff gewechselt. Das Schiff, was es hier standardmäßig gab, war jetzt nicht so der Bringer. Sagen wir es mal so. Nun gut, ansonsten habe ich größtenteils alles übernommen. Ein paar Fähigkeiten angepasst und so weiter. Wir wollen aber zur nächsten Quest starten und das ist die Suche. Und da springen wir erstmal hin. Ja, möchte ich. Yay, so, ich bin vor Ort und ja, wir können direkt beginnen.
You've arrived. Good. We need to stop the Hurk before they attack the Dosi homeworld. The Alliance has sent ships to assist us, but we're the front line until they arrive. I hope you're ready to make a stand.
Die Dosi sind die Mitglieder des Dominions?
The Dosi recently joined the Dominion after many years of independence. Their aggressive fondness for commerce can be troublesome, but they've managed to prove their worth to the Founders. Work on this planet was a joint project with the Karemans, and the Dominion built a station here to provide oversight.
Ja, wie Sie wünschen, Gründer.
Honor the Founders. Destroy the Hurk.
Ja.
Victory is life!
Jawohl. Rauf da. Läuft doch schon ganz anders.
You fought well and honored the Founders with your efforts. Take this opportunity to learn what you can about the Hurk. As the Vorta are fond of saying, knowledge is power. Any tactical intel you gather here will be of use to all who stand against the enemy. Consider this your next test. Victory is life.
Sieg bedeutet Leben. So, wir sammeln das da drüben mal noch fix ein. Schwupp, schwupp. Kehrtwende. Nicht auf ganz Stopp. Dann kann ich nicht so gut wenden. So. Und Speed.
This planet appears to have been abandoned some time ago. No life signs detected. Sensors indicate an extensive network of defunct mines. I'm reading residual levels of dilithium, topoline, chemosite, and several components used in the production of the white. This world is of no tactical or economic value to the Founders. I see little reason for the Herc to attack it, and yet, riddles may amuse the Vorta, but I prefer truth and action. Wait! I'm reading more Herc inbound!
Kampfstation!
They're going for the station.
Wo sind sie denn? Ah, da.
What are they after?
Das ist eine gute Frage.
We should scan the station once we're done with these Herc.
Ja, aber erstmal machen wir da Ärger. Scannen. Zack.
The station is a basic resource transport hub, not exceptionally old. No life signs on sensors. It looks abandoned. I'm picking up trace levels of mineral resources in several storage areas, but there's nothing of note here, unless the Herc are driven solely to consume an assortment of minerals. This is a very interesting place, in that it's completely uninteresting to everyone but the Herc.
Ich denke nicht, dass die Antworten, die wir suchen, hier sind. Ja, wann kommt der Ruf? Bisschen selber auslösen. Ich nutze die Gelegenheit und sammle mal wieder hier den, naja, im Grunde genommen ist es Schrott ein. So.
Don't go to warp just yet. We're picking up a distress signal over here. You should take a look.
Ich sehe mir das mal an, na klar. Und Signal analysieren. Oh. Zack.
Looks like it's a Ferengi signal of uncertain origin coming from the Karema system. I seem to recall Quark mentioning some business with the Karemans recently. This can't be a coincidence. We should look into this. Quark might have bitten off more than he can chew again.
Is that really a good use of our time? The Karemans are very resourceful. They design a considerable number of weapons and defense systems for the Dominion. I'm confident they can deal with the Herc on their own. As for Quark, he's quite capable of getting himself out of trouble. Trouble, I might add, that he had no business getting into in the first place.
I must say, Ambassador, I'm shocked. I know Quark's a gambler, but I never realized you were as well. Karema is a part of the Dominion, and an important one at that. Is losing their tactical and technological resources to the Herc wise?
Very well. Since I can see there's no talking you out of this, I'll accompany you to Karema. We're ready to go warp when you are. Let's get this over with.
Ja, dann auf geht's.
Where did all these ships come from?
And here we are, the Karema system. Let's address Garrick's concerns, find out what Quark needs, and deal with it.
Ich lebe, um den Gründern zu dienen.
Far be it for me to question the word of a founder, but that is a very large Dominion fleet I'm reading on sensors. I only mention it because we were led to believe Odo's fleet was the last. I trust there's a reasonable explanation for this miscommunication.
Garak, das Flaggschiff des Dominions, ruft uns.
Your presence is not required here. Explain yourself.
Auch noch. Verzeihung, Gründer, meine ich.
It's not our intent to cause trouble, Founder. We followed a distress signal from our good friend Quark, and we take the lives of our friends very seriously. I am curious about your presence here and the large number of Jem'Hadar vessels accompanying you. You see, Odo told us that his fleet was the only one left to defend the Dominion. That clearly isn't the case.
As are we. Karema is part of the Dominion. We are here to assist them, if they wish it.
Ja klar, Gründer.
Odo commands an expeditionary fleet. It is his to use in a mission to seek and destroy the Herc as he sees fit. My fleet is a defense fleet. It seems the distinction was not made clear to you. How unfortunate.
Ja,
If you don't mind, we would still like to enter Karemin space and assist our good friend in his hour of need. Surely, that would be acceptable, yes?
I will take responsibility for their actions in Karemin space. One of our operatives requires immediate extraction.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? Very well. In the spirit of our newfound pact with the Alliance, I will allow you to proceed, albeit at your own risk. Exercise caution, Odo. It would be tragic for you to come so far, only to end it all here over Karema.
Danke, Gründer.
It seems we're not getting the whole story here.
So, business as usual.
Ja, okay.
Exactly, Captain.
Ja, Transporte, da kann man unterstützen. Okay, machen wir. Mit voller Geschwindigkeit in den Kampf. Mitten rein, statt nur dabei. Jawohl. Scheiß ich auf den Stuff oder nehme ich den mit? Ach komm, den nehmen wir mit. Wir sind aber ein bisschen kleinlich, die da hinten, die hauen schon nicht ab. Kriege ich die Gardwände hin? Ist halt mit diesem etwas größeren Schiff nicht mehr so einfach. Das hat jetzt auch nicht so eine Wendung. Ist halt eher ein Träger. So, und hier mit Vollspeed da rein. Schön weiterfeuern. Zerstörer ist auch down. Alle down. Keiner hat was fallen lassen oder ich habe es automatisch eingesammelt. Ist egal. Jetzt lösen natürlich die Wirbel nochmal aus. Na klar. Das Schiff rufen. Keine Antwort, Erster. Ich versuche alle Ruffrequenzen, aber ich bekomme keine Antwort. Versuchen Sie es weiter.
My sensors are showing a broad band of interference in the area. It's jamming the standard Kareman hailing frequencies. Might I suggest giving them a new, more secure frequency to use for communications?
Ich werde Ihnen eine neue Frequenz schicken. Natürlich. So. Minigame Action.
Hello, can you hear me? We need help, and fast! Most of our planetary defense lines are in danger of being overrun by the Herc. We tried to evacuate, but the Jem'Hadar fleet opened fire on our ships when they broke orbit. We're trapped!
Sie müssen sich irren, Karemaner.
Combat is notoriously chaotic. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that. One best pursued after we find Quark and help the Karemans.
Ja, wie Sie wünschen, Gründer.
I wonder. Ah, yes. We should try to find Quark soon. It's quite possible he's the only Ferengi on the planet. A deep-range sensor scan should locate him.
Alles klar, wir scannen nach Ferengi-Lebenszeichen. Ich bin ja schon nah genug. Ich habe ein paar Scans gebraucht, doch ich habe ein Ferengi-Lebenszeichen gefunden, Erster. Es ist von ein paar Karema und einer großen Menge Herc umzingelt. Ist nicht gut. Im Gebiet gibt es viele Interferenzen, also können wir ihn diesmal nicht mit dem Transporter erfassen. Können wir sie rufen?
Teil. Most of you wonder if anyone would come. Took you long enough. Is Garrick with you? Tell him. I found the package, so he better get here fast if he wants it in one piece. Running out of time here. The Herc are closing in. Get me now! Or Odo's lifelong wish will finally come true.
Wir kommen, Quark!
We need to get Quark out quickly before he has an encounter with the Herc of the fatal variety. Let's go down together while Captain Kira and the Ambassador cover our ships in orbit. We'll have to beam down outside of Quark's location. I suggest bringing some pattern enhancers along. We may need them to beam out once we find him.
Alles klar, weiß Bescheid. Ich bin ready.
We're about as close to Quark's last known location as we can get with transporters. I'm afraid we'll have to make the rest of the journey the old-fashioned way. Shall we?
Auf geht's, Counselor.
Quark's life sign is near here. Let's try to find a way in.
Na gut. Suchen wir ihn. Wir werden ihn finden. Hoffe ich doch.
How convenient. We've found a hidden path. Let's have a look.
Sollen die Steine hier schweben? Ich glaube nicht. Okay, hier ist nichts. Also den Hidden Path, wie er sagte.
Interesting. The metal in the walls here completely scatters my sensors.
Das Metall könnte eine metallene Tür sein. Uiuiuiui.
More. It seems we're in the right place. My tricorder shows a Ferengi life sign beyond that rather secure door. Unfortunately, the Karemin security system is beyond me. Given time, I could crack it, but we're running low on that commodity. There are a number of Karemin life signs nearby, however. One of them might be able to help us reach Quark.
Ah, verstanden. So. Wollen wir mal helfen gehen? Wo gehen wir denn als erstes hin? Fangen wir mal hier an. Halt! Böse! Böse ist verstorben. Oh, hier. Will ich das mitnehmen? Ich nehme das mal mit. So und so. Sehr schön. Hallo, guten Tag. Oh. Kommt. Sterbt. Fühlt euch ausgerottet. Sehen alle recht tot aus. So, ich soll mit Mi... Ah, die steht hier. Jetzt. Bleib doch mal stehen, Mädchen.
Thanks for the timely rescue. I don't suppose you'd be willing to turn a blind eye to all the contraband you've seen down here? It'd save me the trouble of shooting you later.
Wie bitte?
Kidding. I was kidding. You know, humor. Do they have that on your planet? Anyway, you're clearly not Karemin police, so what brings you down here?
Wir suchen nach einem Ferengi namens Quark.
Oh, Quark, yeah, I know him. Little guy, big ears, flashy dresser. I hear he owns a moon. And we locked him up in a secure room when the shooting started. Big spender like that should be kept safe. Tell you what, help us out with all these nerks, gurks, and whatever you call them. Help us, and I'll help you. Deal?
Na, Deal. Na, okay.